Single at 31 and want kids. How do I deal? My parents got married when my dad was 21. My mom was 22. But they couldn't get me, the only child, until my mom was 40. It's okay. Things are never too late. Please just don't rush into a relationship and marry someone wrong. You want to build a healthy and lovely family, not one that will fall apart. You're not that old. Many people aren't having kids until well in their 30s. You can always go see an OB and talk about options. Myself and my wife didn't start a family till we were past 40. We now have a very beautiful 5-year-old. Don't panic. Don't rush into anything you're not comfortable with, and if you're financially stable, you always have the option to go alone, but it's hard work as a couple, so bear that in mind. Good luck, and I hope you find what you're looking for. I met someone at 30 and had a baby at 34. One of my friends just had her second baby at 41. You have plenty of time. I met my wife at 32, and we're having our second kid in February. Don't give up, my guy. You never know. As someone who just went through IVF at 36, I encourage you to go to your OB/GYN and ask them to do some fertility testing on you. Specifically, you want to check your AMH, FSH, and AFC numbers. This information will tell you a lot about where you're at fertility-wise. Some people truly do have plenty of time and can get pregnant naturally into their 40s. And others, like me, will have a harder time due to diminishing ovarian reserve. If I had a do-over, I wish I knew that information at your age so I could have frozen my eggs then, since I also was not in a place to have kids at that age. This information will be empowering for you, because either way you'll be more in control of your fertility. You don't want to wait until 36 to find out you have low ovarian reserve. It makes IVF much more difficult. Just my 2 cents. Do you know what you are looking for in a partner? Have you healed your childhood wounds? We all have them. Do you go out and socialize? Are you on dating apps? Is freezing your eggs an option? Some companies will pay for it, and there are organizations that give out scholarships. You need to be proactive about finding a partner, and it's easier if you know what you are looking for. Please don't just run down the donor path. I'm donor conceived, and people often select this path because they're desperate to have a child. Ironically, they don't consider the child. Funny that. Choosing a sperm donor isn't something you should just pop into your doctor and chat about. There are lifelong implications for us, and we're not here to fulfill the needs of parents. I met my husband at 36, married at 39, pregnant at 39. I had at least one serious relationship that did not pan out between 30 and 36, and was making plans to foster or become pregnant on my own when I met husband. Focus on being honest and open about what you want and figure out how to make it happen. Same boat, but as a male, lol, it's more common than you think. Freeze your eggs. I'm not kidding, freeze your eggs. Fertility drops as a woman gets older, but it doesn't drop by much until you're closer to 40 in most people. That being said, everyone's an individual, and nobody knows how much time any one woman has until she gets tested. Some even have fertility issues in their late 20s, though that's exceedingly rare. Others can be very fertile past 40 and beyond. You could maybe bring this up with your primary care physician or your OB/GYN. There are some tests one can do to see how you're faring on the fertility side of things. Then you can make an informed choice. If your fertility is in tip-top shape, you can take your time and find a partner. But if you're short on time, then you can consider donor sperm. I am a single mom by choice. SMBC. currently cuddling with my 7-day-old. I turned 35, came out of a long-term relationship and said F it and looked into how to do it by myself. Talked to my OB and then really started the ball rolling. 3 years later and 2 pregnancies, and here I am, so happy. If you're concerned about your reproductive health, you can get it so checked out to see how much time you have left. Start that convo with your OBGYN. Just don't make the mistake of ignoring someone's red flags because you desire a child in a relationship. You are worth a good person and you have to put yourself out there to find them, but also don't settle for meeting people at the bar. Maybe expand into a new hobby or do some traveling and meet someone that way. People always get hung up that they haven't met anybody, but you ask what they are doing and they are just waiting and revolving in the same spaces. 31 is not even old. There's tons of options to prolong your fertility, or there's even adoption, which I always advocate for. At the end of the day, the stereotype that all you'll find are women with kids or guys with kids and 30 isn't really true. Most people just party it out now and don't settle down till much later. I just got married and I'm 31, and I also just started working on my career. I used to see a therapist while I was deployed because I felt I hadn't done anything with my life and was about to be 30. He basically told me that we have this fascination as a society to put a number on things because it turns it into an obtainable goal. Graduate by 25, married before 30, kids before 30, retire at 60, etc. They are all arbitrary numbers because we can't live with ourselves not knowing when something is going to happen, but putting a deadline on it somehow makes it feel right. People are going to college at 50 and becoming doctors. People are getting married at 60. None of it matters, it's just fake stress you put on yourself. Anyways, long rant. I hope you the best, and I'm jealous that you'll get to feel that high of being in love at the start of a new relationship. Have fun, good luck, and make good choices. Red heart. My grandmother had my mom at 48. Naturally, your time is not nearly as limited as people love to claim it is. Lol, my mom had my little sister at 40. IDK, where Americans get this paranoia from about having to have a family by the time you're 30. My wife and I just had our first child. I'm 35 and she is 40. Just letting you know in case you are worried that you are getting too old. As I'd argue that you are not. Good luck. Same. I am soon to be 32. And I am devastated. I am not a mother. I have a boyfriend. But it's a new relationship. And sometimes I am unsure about it. I think it's not going to happen for me. I am not going to be a mother and a wife. And I am so sad all the time about this. I don't tell anybody. Pretend I am okay. I feel the same way as a 30-year-old man. I have 2 friends who did artificial insemination. Both are extremely happy with their decision and their lovely kids. One's son is now 17 and the other has a daughter who is now 12.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.